Hello and welcome. Today I was scrolling through my YouTube feed a bit when I saw a compilation video of Russian tanks in Syria getting absolutely obliterated by ATGMs and then exploding like Big Bang. While I was watching this video, I noticed that a lot of times when Russian tanks got hit, their turret just brutally exploded and flew like 50 meters into the air. I asked myself why those turrets just blew off like that, and I didn't hesitate to research about it. And as I thought it may interest you as well, I decided to make a video about it. So in today's video we're going to be talking about why the turrets of Russian tanks brutally blow off when they're hit. So let's get started. The main reason why the turret blows off when it's hit is because of what's known as the jack-in-the-box effect or turret toss. Turret toss is the effect of a catastrophic kill which leads the tank being permanently non-operational. The main cause for turret toss is when the ammo gets hit and explodes, leading to massive overpressure within the tank and blowing off the turret from its chassis into the air. I don't think I need to explain to you what happens to the crew inside the tank when the ammo explodes, because almost all the time the crew does not survive. The mechanics behind this phenomenon are that if an anti-tank projectile or a high explosive charge penetrates the turret and hits the tank's ammo storage area, it produces a massive heated shockwave. This shockwave creates immense pressure and can cause the unfired explosive shells in the storage to cook off and detonate sympathetically. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the term cooking off and sympathetic detonation, I will give you a short explanation. Cooking off is when unfired ammunition explodes prematurely due to the heat in the surrounding environment. When the ammo gets hit by high explosive shells, such an environment can easily be created. A sympathetic detonation is a secondary explosion caused by a primary explosion. In our example of a tank getting hit, the high explosive shell, which penetrates the tank and hits the ammo storage, would be the primary detonation, and the cooking off of the stored ammo would be the secondary detonation. Usually when tanks are in combat, it's completely buttoned up, which means that all hatches are closed. This leads to the tank being almost completely sealed. When the ammo then cooks off and detonates within the tank, all the pressure created also stays within the tank. But the thing is, all the pressure has to go somewhere, so naturally it will go outwards through the weakest points, which for most tanks is the turret ring. This immensely massive pressure leaving through only the turret ring causes the turret to completely blow off the chassis and into the air in a big fat flame. Since the T-64 Russian tanks have been using carousel ammo storages, this means the ammo is inside of the turret ring next to the crew. The advantages of this design are that it reduces the weight of the autoloader, which allows it to have more ammo on board. This also reduces the turret size by about 25 centimeters, making it easier to armor and harder to spot. By the way, the low profile of most Russian tanks is also the reason why they have so little gun depression, and that is a big problem most Soviet War Thunder planes have. Since Soviet and Russian tanks are so low profile, the gun can't depress a lot, because otherwise the gun breech would hit the roof inside the tank. Because the tank is smaller, it also opens up the opportunity for it to be transported by truck or by rail easily. Another reason why smaller size and lighter weight are important is because Soviet and Russian tanks have been designed to cross longer distances on their own. To make it easier for them to do so, they utilize civilian infrastructure such as bridges, and the good thing about that is that most of these bridges would not be able to support a column of 60 to 70 ton heavy NATO tanks, but for Russian tanks, they are not a problem. These were the advantages of having carousel ammo storages, but with a yin comes also a yang, meaning there is also a massive downside to it. Any hit that penetrates and hits the carousel ammo storage will very likely cause an explosion and subsequently turret toss. Even the newer Russian tanks like the T-90 have this problem, because they also use carousel ammo storages. And for the crew, it's not very safe to be sitting right above the ammo when it explodes. It's like you having a C4 charge at the bottom of your chair. Not a very comfortable feeling. Well, I guess I never had C4 under my chair, so I'm not speaking from experience. But that's besides the point. Anyways, That was all I had to say for this video. Now you know why the turret of Russian tanks always blow off when they get hit by explosive shells. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to take a second to like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.
Вперед! Есть вперед!